Queen's Comic Podcast. Hey, let's go.
Hey, it's the Queen's Comic Podcast. I'm Billy Bombs,
Ian.
and welcome to the show. Sorry if we're getting up here. If you can't tell, my house is a little bit of a wreck because I'm putting in two glass display cases. I got to move all the damn comic books. How you doing, Ian?
It's been a very busy, hectic day.
I believe it. I believe it. Are you all right?
Yeah, it was a good day. Very good day.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear about it more later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it off camera. But yeah, it was good.
All right. Should we talk about our weekend or what's coming up, or should we go straight to toys and comics and all that stuff?
Let's see what happened this weekend. I went to Midtown and picked up my new books, and that was it for comics. Then we went for dinner for our friend's 40th, as you know, because you were there. And then Sunday, I went to see Noise play at Berlin on Avenue A, and that was a great fucking show.
It's a good way to vent.
It was a good way to vent. I had a lot of fun. Glad I went.
Yeah, I worked all weekend. After I did some wild stuff that night after Christine's birthday. Happy birthday, Christine.
Yep.
But the next day, Sunday, I worked all day just getting ready for the salt and the snow, and I kind of killed myself getting ready. And then Monday, we have a deep freeze, but it's totally worth it. Saturday night, though, we brought back my favorite thing in the whole world. My other job was a club I work at, and we had an inflatable castle, and we had just a bunch of strippers and burlesque dancers jumping around in it. You can't beat that.
No, that sounds ideal.
Yeah, that was one hell of a Saturday night. I miss working at a club.
Yeah.
Look at the stupid smile on my face, man.
Yeah, it's hard to miss.
Yeah, there's only a few things that make me that happy. Strippers on trampolines and buying action figures. And I got my one childhood toy I've been hunting down. One of the Monstro beasts from G.I. Joe Mega Marines, where you put clay on them to make their like body suits. That came out in like 93. That was like my favorite toy, 92 or something like that. It was mostly toys for me this week, but I got some comics. But I'm not gonna lie to you, this might be a Godzilla themed day because I didn't buy any Godzilla comics, but I fell in love with Godzilla's Masterpiece Theater.
It's so good. I told you a couple of weeks ago. It's fantastic.
Holy shit, I opened one of the worst artworks I've ever seen in my life. Some of the worst artwork I've ever seen in my life. But I loved it. It was perfect. Tom Sciolo, he gets it. He is a genius.
You don't like the art?
It's terrible. I'm gonna buy it, but it's terrible.
I don't think
Did you
it's
see the
terrible.
book
I
that
think it
came out
totally works
before?
in the context of the story that he's telling. It's simple. It's not on the level of like our Adams Godzilla or James Stokoe's Godzilla. It's a very different thing. It's intentionally goofy and cartoonish.
Yeah, but what killed me was that, did you see the book before this one?
No, I don't think so.
It's called Godzilla Skate or Die.
Yeah.
And it's Godzilla helps these skateboarders get through stuff. And I was just like, yeah, I love this. I love the Godzilla love. And right now I collect Godzilla minifigures. So I went to the store, but I had a huge problem with them lately that I keep getting the same Godzillas.
Are these blind boxes?
Blind boxes. So I was like, I can't keep doing this. So I have like 4 Godzillas, like regular ones. I have 2 I might mess up the things. Hedorah, the smog monster. But today I bought 2 boxes. I said I'm gonna roll the dice and bada bing, bada boom. Because I saw the Godzilla, I must have them. I got Mecha Godzilla.
Very cool.
Yeah. But this kind of made the guy in the store mad, which I felt a little bit bad about it. But too bad I got 1 in a case or 1 in 2 cases Godzilla.
Oh, right on. So that's a rare one.
It's like a berserker one with a face on his tail. And I thought that was so cool. And I was just happy. Like, because I like Godzilla, but I hate getting the mystery boxes. I'll just buy it outright.
Yeah.
My thing is I'm a big King Ghidorah fan.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of the coolest designs. Monsters X or Monster Zero was one of the coolest designs, 3 head with lightning and all that stuff. The Japanese can really do some cool monster shit.
They do, absolutely.
I also got 2 other mystery things, and then let's jump into comics. I just want to show them off a little bit because I'm a child.
Sure.
We came out with this cool Ninja Turtles thing called Arcade, where you get an arcade joy pack, and a mystery figure, and these are like painful to open. Like if you don't open them correctly, like I threw my back at them while trying to open this plastic.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, yeah. I felt so stupid. I got a Michelangelo. No, was it? Yeah, Michelangelo.
Cool.
Let me see if he comes with. Does he come with weapon? Did I leave the weapons? Hmm. Oakley. Oakley. Oh no more. Hey. Oh no, his nunchucks are here. What? You only get one. And the other one, a lot of people don't know about this about me, but I'm a huge Bebop and Rocksteady fan because me and my friend, before we had like a falling out, we were like we always everybody used to say we look like Bebop and Rocksteady. So I collect all the figures like that. And I got Bebop, which is me, I guess. You know what I mean? Because I look like a warthog. I'm okay with that, you know what I mean? Sorry for all the static. It comes with a little gun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, and it goes with the stuff that like Pop Fuzz is giving. Oh, like my Godzilla over here. Pop Fuzz is giving me a lot of cool stuff, so I'm happy about that. Would you like to go into the comics you got, and then I'll show off the comics I got?
Yes, but before we do that, I actually got a toy.
Ooh, sure.
Yeah, it was a gift. Hold on a second.
All right, cool, cool, cool.
The what?
The joystick moves in the arcade. It's
Oh,
called
very
Ninja
cool.
Turtles Arcade.
So this was a belated Christmas gift from my oldest kid who lives back in Canada. And
Okay.
around Christmas time, there was a postal strike in Canada. So this didn't get here until like a week ago. But he got me the Ultimates Lemmy figure.
Oh, that's a nice figure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, like I'm like that is that Reaction Company NECA or is
What? No, it's Super 7.
Super 7?
He's got his base and he's got different hands. So you can have him grip the base or you can have him give the finger, which is pretty
I
awesome.
love that.
So
Dude, that company makes so much cool stuff, but the little reaction, sorry, I got so close to the screen. The reaction figures I thought were such a good idea, but like now they've made them into mystery packs.
yeah, mystery packs. I mean, I'm not the target demographic for that.
No,
I
no,
just
no,
want to buy
but
what
they're
I
the
want.
same price if you buy it.
Yeah.
And like the Misfits one, people are like, oh, it comes with a little coffin. I was like, yeah, but what if you already got the figure?
Right.
Like like it kind of gets on you if you already got it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But that's how some guys are. Sorry, I had to put the gun on that. I can't help it. I'm a child. I love toys, and I'm so happy you got a kick-ass toy from your boy.
Yeah.
You know what I
Pretty happy
mean?
with
Like,
that.
yeah, your kids know you, man. They're like, yo, my dad would love this.
Yeah, my kids know what I'm into. They
Mhm.
know. They get it.
They're like, our dad's a nerd, but he loves it.
Yep. Nah, they're just as nerdy as I am. They're also huge Godzilla fans.
Oh, dude, I'll give you the extra one so you can get one each.
Yeah, sure.
Dude, I love this stuff. And masterpiece, fantastic. That
It's so much
masterpiece,
fun.
yo, dude, you know why I didn't pick it up? Because I couldn't find number one or two, and there's only number three came out, and I was like, well, I'll just wait for the trade, but I'll get it.
Yeah.
But also, what kills me is IDW. IDW is so good. They're so good with trades, and now they have the Godzilla collections. And I bought it, and I got it for a great price. It was $20.
Mhm.
I got a discount. It came with all the issues they came up with, and then it came with the Godzilla Thousand Years War from James Stokey.
Cool.
So now I have to get rid of the other trade because I don't need two. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
It's too much.
I
So
haven't
you
read
want to take
issue
off?
3 yet. I'll be picking issue 3 up when I go to Midtown on the weekend.
Yeah, yeah, dude. The covers are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look up Godzilla Skate or Die. I couldn't stop giggling.
I've heard of it. I just haven't read it. So,
My favorite writer for a long time was Frank Tyree, and he wrote Godzilla for a while, and those were really good.
okay.
If you get a chance to, he's the guy who reinvented Wolverine and Weapon X.
Okay. Yeah, I know who he
You
is.
know, yeah, he's great. But any other you want to go in the comics?
Sure.
All right, you go first, buddy.
All right. So, picked up my new books for the week. I got issue 5 of Jeff Lemire's Minor Arcana, which is turning into something good.
Who's doing the artwork? Because that artwork's pretty damn good.
Yeah, well, he's writing it and drawing it.
Oh, okay.
Takes
I
place-
love Jeff.
Takes place in a
I
small
love Jeff
Canadian
Lemire.
town, just like Fish Flies did. I like it when he tells stories about small town Canada because I can relate to it. It's a weird mix of horror, supernatural, and human drama. It's good. It's good stuff coming from a personal place, it seems like. And I got the latest issue, number 5, of James Tynion's Nice House by the Sea, which is pretty good. Curious to see where he's going with it. Not enjoying it as much as Nice House on the Lake, but close enough that I keep buying it. The second
I
issue
like that
of
guy.
sorry,
I like that guy. I like where his mind goes with it. Tiny
me too.
Onion has some great stuff.
Yeah. Second issue of Alien Paradiso, which is decent, not mind blowing, but decent.
Writer?
Stephen Fox.
I don't know him, but it's worth it. Aliens is a fun book to write.
Yeah. Ultimate Wolverine number 1, which I actually enjoyed a lot more than I thought I would.
Really?
Yeah, really good artwork. There's a nice mystery to the story. I'm curious where it goes. I don't have much more to say than that because I don't want to spoil it because it just came out.
Don't. It's been sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
Which I was a shock because people are saying that this is a big failure to new Ultimate line. And yeah, I get it. Like Spider-Man, I heard good things. Black Panther, I heard good things. But people are expecting, I think, that big jump in value, and that's how they. You shouldn't evaluate a new line from how much money you make off the first issue.
No, you shouldn't.
It's the quality of the writing and the art.
Also, the first issue sets things up. The first issue is rarely the best issue of a run. Rarely. Because it sets up things to come. So it's setting up things to come. Where it goes from here, we'll see. But I thought that the initial setup in the first issue was solid. I like the art a lot too.
Nice.
Very moody. Dark and moody.
I saw a cover of Wolverine I was very happy to see. It was an old man Wolverine, but with the mask, like Greg Capullo.
Okay.
And I've never really seen him draw Wolverine from my memory.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen him draw Wolverine either. What else did they get? Issue 9 of Feral, which this is going on.
Oh, Stray Dogs?
They need to wrap this up. It's going on too long.
Yeah.
And one of the few Marvel books that I am still buying, issue 21 of The Incredible Hulk. It had Werewolf by Night in it. This took me literally 6 minutes to read. It's mostly a giant fight. Doesn't really resolve a whole lot. It does set up some interesting plot points to come in the next issue with the Hulk's new female companion. And I am still enjoying it. I do like the artwork in it. It's got some cool ideas to play. The writer on this, Philip Kennedy Johnson.
I like him.
Yeah, he's good.
He did a great. He's the one I told you about that I like. Savage Superman or War World Superman.
Okay.
You know, he pretty good run. I just get messed up between him and Daniel Warren Johnson because there's too many names.
Right. And a small whatnot package. I got shockingly some Charlton Horror. Ghost Tales number 143.
Who'd you buy that from?
I don't remember the seller's name.
Okay. Just so you know, some stores have discontinued pickup.
Yes, I've noticed that.
Because they said that it will not scan now. The technology is not keeping up with their stuff.
Ridiculous. Shouldn't be that hard. Adventures into the Unknown number 112 with a really cool painted World War II cover.
That's a beautiful cover. Is that that's a hand grabbing it out? That's cool.
Yeah. $2. Why not, right?
Yeah, bro. Of course.
Then I have admitted to my love of Uncle Scrooge many times on this show in the past, and will continue to do so.
Our love of Uncle Scrooge.
I saw this for $3. I grabbed it.
Oh, I have something similar. I have the Halloween issue.
Yeah, very cool. So $3. Okay, cool. I don't know anything about it aside from the cover. I haven't had time to flip through it yet, but it's got Uncle Scrooge, so cool. Then I placed an order with Bud Plant Art Books for some pretty neat stuff. So they had a special going where if you placed an order, you could get a free copy of Tales from the Berkeley Con, which is a cool little underground sort of comic, sort of almost like a program for an underground comic convention that I'm assuming took place in Berkeley back in the 70s. It's got some Rand Holmes art, some Jackson art, some Spain Rodriguez art. So kind of a neat artifact of the time.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm fucking jealous. I am fucking jealous. Send me the link, dude.
Okay. And then I have the 80s reprint of this, but this is the one that came out, I think, in 2015. It's Horror from the Crypt of Fear, which was issue 16 of Weirdom Illustrated. And it's Corbin doing a story about the plague.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so it's signed and numbered inside, not signed by Corbin, but signed and numbered by the writer inside, limited to 500 copies. So this is pretty neat to get. Then I got the The Life and Legacy of Dave Stevens, which
Oh, that's
is
nice. Is that a new book?
let me check the date on it. It's a program essentially for a museum display, I believe, or a gallery showing of Dave Stevens art, if I'm remembering it right.
That's excellent, bro. I love that.
Yeah, from the Cartoon Art Museum. So the display was on from September 2023 through February of 2024 at the Cartoon Art Museum in San Francisco. So it's got a bunch of Dave Stevens art in the opening pages. It shows off some of his process work
That's awesome.
and scans of some pages before they were colored. Mostly Rocketeer stuff.
I think that was his one true love.
Yeah. And then towards the back, once you get past the Rocketeer stuff, there's a self-portrait that he did.
Oh, wow.
And then there's some tribute pieces. Like, okay, here's Brent Eric Anderson and Gary Amaro did some tribute pieces, which are pretty cool. And then some other artists featured in here. Mark Badger, your friend Durf Backdurf.
I love that man.
Yep.
I love that man so much.
Yep.
He's such a genuinely good person, too.
Who else is in here? Aaron Conley, the guy who did Sabretooth Swordsman, has a piece. I love his stuff. Sabretooth Swordsman is
Oh,
great.
look at that artwork on the right, the King Kong.
Yeah, that's Aaron Conley.
Wow, that's really good. I've never
Have you
seen
read
his work.
Sabretooth Swordsman from Dark Horse?
No, no.
At New York Comic Con a couple of years ago, I bought the hardcover from him and he did a sketch inside for me. It's great. It's really good.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, a painted piece by Stuart Immonen. Just kind of neat.
I love that guy's Hulk.
Yeah. What else we got? Daniel Warren Johnson. We just mentioned him earlier.
Yeah. He just did, I think, a Hulk cover that everybody's going wild for.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, they're all going nuts for it. I'm like, dude, he's trying to get his work out there.
Yep. And what else we got? Ryan Sook.
Yeah, he's great. You ever seen
Yeah.
his Zatanna?
Yes. And then a bunch of other people. I won't go through the whole thing, but pretty cool pickup. I was happy to get that. In addition to that, I got 2 issues of the revamped Rocket Blast comic collector. Issue number 3 because it's an EC issue. Cool back cover too. I haven't really had time to go through these yet. They're fanzines. There's a lot of, artwork reproductions and interviews and stuff with some of the EC creators in here. So always happy to add stuff like that. It's got a Johnny Craig tribute, a George Evans tribute, some info on Hal Foster and Prince Valiant, a Weird Science retrospect. And then I got issue 4, which has a really big piece on Mark Schultz and Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, or Xenozoic Tales, whatever you want to call it. Love that guy's work.
Dude, that always cracked me up, but I love that.
Yeah. Back cover by
Comic
Al
books?
Feldstein with a rocket
Wow.
ship on it, just because Al
course.
Feldstein, as we've discussed, liked to draw rocket ships. It's got a big article on Ditko's Spider-Man work, an article on Reed Crandall, and a bunch of like monster related stuff. I'm literally like flipping through this for the first time because they just got here the other day. So
That's awesome.
But yeah, a bunch of like Mark Schultz process pages. The guy's so damn good. So
Wow,
underappreciated.
that mummy face is fantastic.
Yeah. Like, look at the detail in that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's not a bigger name than he is. And then
Was he did Conan back in the day?
I don't remember him doing Conan, but it's possible.
No, because Action City Comics was showing off a collection of Conans they got.
Okay.
And they're like, look at how good this artwork was in the 70s and 80s and how we kind of like missed out on that.
Right.
It just reminded me of that.
The best Conan artwork, in my opinion, is the first 24 issues that Barry Smith did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then the last thing I got was another fanzine. It's issue number 14 of Horror from the Crypt of Fear, which is a fanzine dedicated. It's a small pocketbook size kind of thing. It's 100% dedicated to EC. On the back, it's got this really cool cover with all the artists' brains.
That's fun.
And it's got articles on Al Feldstein, a vintage interview with Al Feldstein, a bunch of articles on the different EC horror characters, some fan galleries, a look back at San Diego Comic Convention where the EC fan addicts met, and a bunch of other stuff, including a very cool piece called Wrightson Meets Al Feldstein, which I will flip to it because it's not very long, is just a great piece that Bernie Wrightson did with the EC characters on it.
It's awesome.
So, I mean, as a Wrightson fanatic and an EC fanatic, that right there made it worth the price of admission alone for me. So
All right, I
that's
got a
my
question
haul.
for you. I got an educated question for you about comics. You see the love people have for EC.
Yeah,
That's still going on to this day, 50 years after they closed. Maybe 60 years after they closed,
70.
whatever. 70 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you see that happening with Dark Horse or Donny Cates or Mark Spears or anybody?
No.
For some reason, nobody loves this stuff anymore. Like long term, everything is just a temporary fix.
It's too soon to say with guys like Donny Cates and Mark Spears because I don't want to say they're new to the game, but they haven't been around 70 years the way the EC stuff has. The thing with the EC books is they were very popular when they were first published, and then the fans, once they stopped publishing them, kept stuff going. They kept fandom going, and that led to people like Russ Cochran keeping the stuff in print. And then
Mm,
Dark Horse keeping the stuff in print. So, and then Fantagraphics keeping the stuff in print. And now Taschen's going to be handling it. So
wow.
it's always been available in one format or another, even going back to the 70s when East Coast Comics did the first batch of reprints. And then Gladstone did the reprints in the 90s. So they've always been available and always been around. So you haven't had to pay hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of dollars to get the originals. I have some originals. I think I have like 14 or 15 originals, but I don't have originals of, Crime Suspense Stories 22. I can't afford it. Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
true.
So as a big EC fan, I love the fact that I can still get the reprints fairly cheap, although some of those are starting to get expensive. Or
Yeah,
I
we
can
got
plunk
a
down,
bunch of them and they're going up.
yeah, or I can plunk down, 15, $20 for the Dark Horse paperbacks, or if I want to wait for the
Which I
Taschen
do.
stuff to come out. So it's always been available. And so I think that makes it easier for people to stay in love with the content and the people who created the content because it's easy to get.
Do you think the Taschen's gonna have a better coloring than the other ones are?
Supposedly the Taschen colors will match the originals.
Gotcha. Because I do see why you guys don't like it. I just
Yeah.
want to own it.
Yeah. And if you just want to own it and read it, that's the cheapest, easiest, best way to do it is those Dark Horse volumes. But
Because
if you
Tales
want
from
the
the Crypt
original
come.
coloring, then you go for the Gladstone reprints, which I'm trying to complete the set of. Or you wait for the Taschen stuff, which will be expensive and probably done over a span of like years.
Yeah, I'm already up to Tales from the Crypt 5.
Hmm.
And now Two Fisted Tales just came out. Number one I got, and I'm waiting for number two. Now I'm reaching the level where I'm reaching the end.
Yeah,
And I guess that's why it's changing over to Taschen because now it's over.
right.
You know. Um, let's jump onto my stuff. Be honest with me, if I forgot this, did I show any monster books last week?
I don't think so.
All right, I picked up my monster books and from Jay's Comics.
Hmm.
And I got the number two, the tribute to Todd McFarlane.
Oh yeah, the
My
Spawn
my
homage.
number, yeah, homage. I still haven't got my third print number one, which is driving me crazy because now with this morons at Diamond, I'm gonna go into Diamond before we're done for today because there's other stuff I want to talk about them. Then this beautiful cover I got today. Also,
Yeah, that's a
that's a
good one.
great cover.
Yep.
If you want one, he still has a few.
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Almost everything is Mark Spears today.
Okay.
I'm a huge Mr. Miracle and Big Barda fan, so I got the cover. So from him, this one, a lot of people were annoyed because there's no superheroes in it that are important, but he did an action comics with different characters.
Nice.
I thought that was cool. And then the last one, I picked these up on Sunday. Um, Captain Marvel.
Oh, you got one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Great.
ordered them. That's why I wasn't sweating it, but I was a little bit annoyed. And then I got something a little bit off. You might have heard of this guy, Azarit, Turtles of Grayskull.
Yeah. Have you read it yet?
No, I just love his works. Whatever he comes out with, I will grab. He will always be one of my favorite artists, so I'm happy to pick it up. The one thing I want to talk about really is Free Comic Book Day still coming.
Yep.
Are they still going to get mailed out to the stores? Because we have because it also lands on May the 4th, Be With You, which is the Star Wars Day.
Yep.
And we're going to do a comic book run that day. We call it From Anyone to Everyone, but we're going to do our own stores. Screw him right now. I'm the sponsor for a lot of stuff for their shop, but they don't appreciate the people coming in, and it drives me crazy. So, like Tuesday, we did a drink and draw. It was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
We have trivia next week. It's a DC trivia night with a bunch of DC books, CGC as the giveaway. If you don't like what we do, I won't show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I reached that level of like, I'm tired. I work with children right now. But we're going to change that up. I also have an announcement to make that I've decided I'm going to open up the Queen's Comic Shop. And I already have a location.
Oh, wow.
And I'm stealing because I wasn't allowed into Punk Alley because those have a backlog of a bunch of dudes from Boston, which kind of threw me off. So I was like, oh, I already have a garage. I already have a location. I'm just going to turn it into a store. So starting the first week of April, Queen's Comic Shop will be open on Knickerbocker Avenue in Bushwick on the border of Ridgewood, Queens, and Bushwick.
That's pretty great.
And we're going to build out shelves. I already got furniture. I've got thousands of comics. You're more than welcome to set up with me every weekend and a couple of days during the week when it's real slow.
Yeah,
I'll
see
it's
how the
something
summer
to do.
goes, but yeah, if I'm free.
Well, one Saturday a month. Streetside Anthony gave me inspiration from what he does up in the Bronx, and he's created a great community from him setting up.
Mm-hmm. He really
you know
has.
what I mean? Dude, that guy can inspire you to run through a brick wall.
How I know you.
Yeah. If it weren't for him, we would have never met. So
Right.
I would like to steal his idea and do it in my garage. But at the same time, he's always the first guy. He's the morning guy. I will be open from 11 after. Let him go in the morning to street side, then come visit us after 11. We'll have comics, we'll have toys, DVDs, VHS. And thankfully, your wife said she's going to give me a TV VCR, so now I can test movies while people are there.
Nice.
And I already have a DVD player because I have one in the basement. Now I can have one in the garage, and then we could try out films.
Cool.
We're also going to start a movie night at Frost Street. Once a month, we're going to start off with Hellboy: The Crooked Man.
Okay.
Because we haven't seen it, so we're going to watch this terrible movie together.
When's that happening?
It's going to be announced soon after this weekend show because we're going to nail down the dates.
Gotcha.
But once a month, come down, hang out with your friends, watch a terrible film. And, I've been dreaming of doing a movie night forever. So since we got the giant projector, why not? We'll watch something terrible. And this is all about community because I've kind of lost track of what we were doing this for. And I'm starting to see other monthly comic shows pop up. And they're like, oh, we're for free. I'm like, we're for free anyway. We're just this is the first time we're charging to get everybody in the mood for donating books to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
We will go back to free after the show. But I want people to feel like, hey, if you can't get rid of books and you want it to go somewhere good, give it to us. We'll mail it. I will pay all the fees to mail it.
Yeah. I
do not care. I love this. What a lot of people don't understand for this Saturday show is the $5 entry fee. If you don't have books to donate, you give us $5. I will give you a bag full of books. You're allowed to open it, pick what you want to keep, and donate the rest.
More than fair, isn't it?
Yeah. So that way you're still donating, but
Right.
I'm paying for that too.
Yeah.
It's all about, greed is definitely not what's up our alley ever.
Mm-mm.
We sell good comics. We sell some stuff for higher up, but you'll still get a deal and you get to hang out all day. And then after that, we're going to just go back to donations. And we have a show in Queens coming up in March. We got a February show. We're only going to stick to one show a month. We're not trying to rob people's pockets for shows, but we're trying to give you a place to go and hang out.
Yep. Have a good time.
All right. Oh, yeah, man. Is there anything else we can go over?
Not for me.
No. All right. So I think that's pretty much it. We got a show this Saturday. If you get a chance to, please come down to 148 Frost Street. The Queen's Comic Party has a Brooklyn invasion. And come on down. Donate comics for free entry. Or donate $5 and get a bag full of books to donate to the same hospital. And we will take care of everything from that point on. 25 vendors, artists, and some of the best people on earth you will ever meet.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. We need that. We need that.
This
every month.
will be the first show I've set up at since the first week of December. So I got a bunch of cool stuff to bring.
Hell yeah. I got so many boxes of cool shit.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Friday night, I'm going to set up. I'm going to have everybody's name on the table, make it nice and easy. And after this episode, I think we're going to start working on, let's start getting some more guests again. Heroes Reborn really wants to be on the show, and I can't wait to hear what he's got to say.
Yeah, we'll have him on for sure.
I know he's got some cool shit because him and you, it's like competing for who I want to go to your house and rob. Because you have all this great stuff, and I'm like, I just want to climb through a window and steal it. Not like a fat cat burglar, you know what I mean? Just you're a lot more flights up. He's got a house I've staked out a few times.
There you go.
Nah. But all right. Well, that's the end of the podcast for us. I'm Billy Bombs.
I'm Ian.
We'll see you Saturday.
I hope so.
Yeah. Bye.
Queen's Coming Podcast. Hey, hey, let's go.